What is going on, guys? Well, got some important news here. We're actually moving back to Colorado. We are moving back in about another 4 weeks. So we're pretty excited. We're actually renting out our tiny home, and we got a place to stay in back in Colorado. So we're going to be back up in Summit County. And got our old jobs back, so pretty stoked. Reason being, we love Lander, Wyoming. That's where we're living right now. Awesome climbing, fishing. There's some biking here too, which we don't bike too much, but really we just miss the winter skiing. There is a little bit here. Closest ski resort is north of here to Jackson Hole, and it's about 3 hours away. So for us, that's just a little too far. 2 winters ago when we lived in Summit County, the accessibility up there is just unreal. I mean, I could leave my house and be on my split board skinning up the trailhead within a 5-minute drive. There's just so many options, and also there's I think 6 to 8 ski resorts within 40 minutes of where we're living. So that to us is pretty important. Yeah, guys, so every time we go back to Summit County, it feels like home. And it does feel like home here in Wyoming, but we really want those ski resorts right in our backyard, not 3 hours north. There's some backcountry over here in Lander. You got to drive about an hour and a half, 2 hours to Togety Pass. And for us, that's too far. So luckily for Jeannie and I, we both work in health. And she's a nurse, I'm in radiology, and it's just super easy for us to get jobs, and that's one of the main reasons why we work in health. So we're pretty thankful for that. But we got our old jobs back, and everything has gone together within the last 2 weeks. So we are super stoked. And Summit County is just absolutely gorgeous in the wintertime, summertime too, but there's just so much snow. The peaks are super jagged, and super stoked to get back on the split boards, and there's climbing there. So really, everything we want. And Jeannie and I have been moving a lot the last 2 years. Since we left Summit County, right when COVID happened, we went to Washington, lived in Washington for the summer, and then went south to Bend, Oregon. We lived in Bend for about 6 months, and then after Bend we moved to Salt Lake City for winter time, again ski resorts and climbing. Salt Lake City was nice, but there's just too much people there. I get it, it's a great place, but yeah. And then after Salt Lake, we then moved up to where we're currently at, is Lander, Wyoming. So that's where we're at right now. But we've been moving a lot last years, and Jeannie and I have said that when we move back to Colorado, we're not going to be moving again, at least for a long time, because it takes a lot to move your stuff. And luckily for us, most of our stuff is like gear. This isn't even all of our gear either. We still have more snowboards and more skis in our storage unit. So that's the main bulk of our stuff. But yeah, kind of wanted to give you guys a quick update. Winter is going to be a lot of snowboarding on the channel. And of course, I know I was just watching an old video 2 years ago when I moved to Summit County, and I said I was going to do some winter trips, which I did do the trips, but I just never filmed them. So I do have my 4-season tent here, the Black Diamond tent, which I really want to do a winter trip. I'll have my split board and camping. And I even last winter in the Uintas in Utah, I ended up filming a video, but I just never put the video together. I don't know why, but it just happens a lot. I'll film a video and I just don't put it together because I'm not super stoked on the quality of my videos, which really my video quality is pretty bad anyways. All right, so also on another note, moving back to Colorado, going to be filming more videos this winter, snowboarding videos, also camping videos, of course. And another quick thing in my life, today is day 68 or 69 that I have not drank at all since we moved into this house. We went out, celebrated buying this home, and man, the next day I just felt like shit. And I was just kind of sick of waking up in the morning sometimes after going out and partying and, just celebrating our house. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do it. But yeah, I woke up, and that next day I was just hungover the entire day. And I hate being hungover. So I decided, I was like, I'm not drinking for 30 days. Did 30 days, and man, just felt so good. My motivation for climbing and just camping and just being outside has been just super good and has increased a lot. And yeah, so I've continued the no drinking, and now it's, yeah, almost 70 days. So I've been now I just, when we go to the bar and hang out with some friends, I'll just drink like a LaCroix or something. Jake, come here. Yeah, drink a LaCroix. And but also I've been drinking these non-alcoholic beers, and there's some really tasty beers out there now from companies. Let me show you. I'm gonna grab one. All right, so this is a beer that I found from Athletic Brewing. Pretty sure they're brewed in San Diego. Correct. They are brewed in, looks like, Connecticut and San Diego. But they have the best non-alcoholic beers that I've tried. I've had the Heineken Zero, I think is what they're called. I've tried a Budweiser non-alcoholic, and then a Busch. They're okay for crappy beer. The Busch one actually tastes decent, but I noticed I don't like getting drunk necessarily, but it's just like I love hops. And this one here isn't very hoppy. This is their extra dark. I also have another one in the fridge. It's their IPA. Let's try the extra dark here. It's almost like a porter, which, it's October, so this is, almost dropped it. But I mean, even look at the head on that thing. It's definitely it's not as, like, if you guys know beers, like a good porter has like a creamy, syrupy foam taste when you first drink it. Maybe not foam taste, but it has like a creamy texture to the foam. This one definitely doesn't. I feel like they need a little bit more lactose in it. But the flavor is pretty full body. And I mean, it's not like a, left hand milk stout. That's my favorite stout in the wintertime. But for not having alcohol in it, I can totally drink this. But yeah, also their hazy IPA is delicious. Their IPA. So yeah, I've been drinking those. But yeah, it's been so awesome to not be drinking alcohol. I mean, I feel like, on the PCT, every town I would go to a brewery, and I don't think I definitely wasn't alcoholic or drinking excessively, but yeah, a lot of times I was hungover, and you'd wake up the next day and just feel like shit. And I guess I'm 33 now, so it took me that long to realize, like, okay, you don't have to just drink to hang out with people. And when we were even back in Colorado a couple weeks ago, went to a wedding there, went totally sober, didn't drink at all, and it was awesome. I still had so much fun, talked with everyone. Like, I'm a pretty social person, and I don't really get nervous around people, so it's easy to talk with just random people. And yeah, it was awesome. I still danced and had so much fun, and woke up the next morning and I was like, all right, let's go climb. Typically for me, I don't know, it might happen to a lot of you guys. You go to a wedding and the next day you're just like, you just feel like shit. You're hungover. And I'm not preaching to anyone like, oh, alcohol is bad, don't drink. I'm not saying that to anyone. I'm doing this for me. Like, even Jeannie, she'll still have some beers and wine, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna tell her, oh, it's bad. So this is not what I'm saying. For me, it's great. It's been one of the best things. So I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna take it day by day, and it's pretty awesome. I feel amazing. But also not drinking alcohol. I've been juicing every morning. It's been almost, again, 70 days. We got a juicer, and just been throwing tons of vegetables in there, and just been trying to drink a lot of water. And I've noticed it too. Like I don't really work out much other than like rock climbing, and do like a lot of hangboard stuff. Not a ton, but some hangboard stuff to strengthen my climbing muscles. But I noticed like lost some weight around my waist area, and I wasn't even overweight at all. So it's been pretty awesome to just, other than this thing. This thing is 90 calories, but whatever. And I also cut my mustache for winter time. Winter time, I don't know, going back to Breckenridge area, I feel like I need a mustache. So that's why I cut a mustache. Anyways, guys, that's all the uh talking I'm gonna do. I'm going to organize the gear room a little bit. I'm actually working on my first aid kit here, just going through that and re-updating things. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Go exploring and just do cool shit, guys. Cheers.